Thank y'all for listening to the No Rules Podcast. It's another short. My name's Aaron Hilton along with Malik Smith. And right now we're talking about the cursed Mavericks. Shout out to Nico Harrison for just imploding the Mavericks season, Malik. First you trade Luka Doncic. And now this. Kyrie Irving, torn ACL, out for the season.
There's a very strong chance that Mavs fans will riot and literally just burn down the stadium. Which I don't know if that's what the ownership is trying to get them to do so they can move the team. But they're getting very, very close because this season is off the rails.
Well, in all seriousness, you can't blame an injury on a general manager, but that was the catalyst for what is happening in this season. They trade their franchise superstar for Anthony Davis, who subsequently, in his first game as a Maverick, gets hurt, is still out, been out since that game, which he was actually playing well in that game. And then now, here we are a couple of weeks later, Kyrie Irving, the best player they have left active on that team, and he tears his ACL, out for the rest of the year. It's just a terrible blow to the Mavericks team and another shot to this Nico Harrison regime of the Mavericks. I don't see how they move forward from this.
They don't. Honestly, at this point, I might just put AD on the shelf because what's the point? The rest of your roster is not good enough.
I don't think that they're bad enough to get into the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. So it's like and I also don't know if they even have their first round pick. So like it might not even be worth you tanking or losing.
It's not even about tanking. You need to preserve some health on this team. You have a player, right, like you said, he played 20-something minutes and was dominating, and then he got hurt and he was out for a couple weeks. Your young center who was starting on the championship team. No, not even. I wasn't even get to Gafford. Gafford's also.
Oh, Lively. Yeah, Derek Lively. Yep.
I mean, so all your talent is out. The rest of the guys on the team.
All you got is Clay.
Yeah. I kind of forgot.
All you got is Clay. It's the Clay show.
It's great for him. But I to your point, you said Nico Harrison. No, it's not his fault. But Kyrie was already hurt.
It's kind of his fault a little bit. Yeah. I was trying to be nice because he's black.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's kind of his fault.
The thing is like whether it's his fault or not, the fans are going to blame him.
It's rough because the fan base doesn't deserve it. The team was fighting really, really hard. They were actually, for what it's worth, playing very well. But the fact of the matter is it was already an uphill battle to climb without AD and not knowing when he was going to come back and if he was going to come back at full strength. Like, would they be able to gel in time to make a real playoff push? But now you look across the division, or not division, but the conference at what the Lakers are doing, and they've ignited Luka. Luka's starting to get more comfortable. He's rounding back into playing shape. LeBron James is playing inspired defense. The one thing that I would say for the Lakers is, honestly, it kind of looks like they should have just taken the spoiled goods in Mark Williams, because it hasn't happened yet, and I was talking to some friends about this, but the Jackson Hayes thing is going to bite them in the ass soon. Like, it is. But for what it's worth, the Lakers have looked like, at the very least, the second best team in the Western Conference.
Which is just salt in the wound for the Mavericks fans. Like, they're just they're like Bart Simpson when he broke his leg and he's just staring out the window looking at other kids in the pool.
It's almost like they traded for the best player in the conference.
Well, I think Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander might have something to say about that. But
I mean, was a top 5 player in the conference, but none of those players are 5 straight first-team All-NBAs. So
fair. That's fair. Yeah.
If we're going by accolades alone. Jokic has the MVPs over him, so I'll give it to Jokic, but God damn it, that fucking sucks for the Mavericks, man. They've been playing really, really hard. The team clearly deserves an opportunity to make a run in the postseason, and now, their best player, their leader, emotionally and on the floor, he's out for the season. Who knows when Anthony Davis will be back? I don't know if there are any pieces to pick up by the time he gets back out there on the floor. You might be right. Just preserve him in amber, and hopefully by the time Kyrie is ready to come back next season, you can make another run.
Hey, Dirk ain't walking through that door.
Neither is J.K. Well, I mean, J.K. is.
J.K. ain't walking. Maybe you can put him out there, but God damn it.
Then maybe he could spill some more ice on the floor or something. Get the game to stop for a couple minutes.
Hey, if you know a Mavs fan, just give him that shoulder to cry on. They need it.
Yeah, shout out to our guy Tamar, man. Oof. He's going through it right now. It's rough for him.
He punching.
It's rough. It's rough.
We love you, Tay.
Yeah, we love you, Tay, man. It's difficult for you. right now. I rubbed a little salt in the wound earlier this morning on Instagram. He was not too happy about that, so I had to apologize. I had to apologize on there.
You got to get these jokes off regardless.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna get these jokes. Ain't nobody tell you to root for the Mavericks. He was real happy to shit on me and my Sixers, and then all this shit happened. So I was like, yeah, At least we don't have Nico Harrison as our GM.
That sound like karma to me.
That's what it sounded like. You should have never been talking shit. This is what happens when you start talking shit.
After Quentin Grimes has dropped 44, oof, hate to see it.
Quentin Grimes for MVP. I'm just saying.
I love him. You're welcome.
Well, I'm not gonna thank you for that. I'm just not gonna do it.
You should.
You know. If you wanted him, why didn't you keep him?
Well, because my team's stupid. They only want to play 5 guys, 50 minutes a game. So.
Yeah, shout out to Tibbs, man. Just no rotation. It's just starters play. He still think he's playing like 2K. He just turns the fatigue off, so you could just play your players all game. That's how he plays.
It pisses me off. But hey.
Yeah. What are you going to do? He's been that way forever. He's not going to change now.
He's literally never, ever going to change. That's one thing I know. That motherfucker is not going to change.
But, yeah, shout out to the Mavericks, man. It sucks. Nico Harrison, this is all your fault.
Fire Nico. Sorry. Fire Nico. At this point, you might as well fucking fire him.
Damn, man. Another black man losing a job. It's brutal.
Fuck him.